welcome. How are you doing today? I feel like I should just say this now in case I don't make any videos for a little while. I think I'm entering or in a depressive episode right now. Just fatigue, no focus, easily distracted, just general loss of interest, very low mood, irritability. It's Friday, I'm on my way to go pick up Top Notch, and I'm unfazed. It feels just as lame and hopeless as everything else does, which sucks, I want to get excited. I ordered 7 new pairs of sunglasses like this in different colors, that I didn't already have, and that's should be very exciting for me, but I just I don't feel anything about anything. I got a veggie patty on Texas toast with grilled onions, jalapenos, and barbecue sauce. And then I got some onion rings. I'm gonna put the onion rings in the burger. It's one of those fast food places somewhere or another has a rodeo burger or whatever that's like that, except for they don't have a veggie patty. So I'm assembling my own. But yeah, it should be the weekend, and I have ideas for videos that I want to make. I just don't have the energy in my mind to talk to the camera. And this sucks because I swear to God, I just came out of this 6 months ago. And I remember making a video last summer where I was just there's stuff I want to talk about and there's stuff I need to talk about. I just don't have it in me to do this. The other day, something really pissed me off at work, and it was the end of the day. So I was all right, fuck yeah, I'm gonna talk about this on camera while I'm driving home and just get it out. But by the time I left work, I was just already too worn out to even think about the way that I felt, which sucks, dude. When this happened last summer, I was in my therapy appointment with my psychiatrist, and she was this has been going on for 8 weeks. You doing okay? What's your deal? And I was yeah, I just have depression, man. I just gotta remember that it won't last forever. And she's right, but that's what I'm treating you for. I'm treating you for major depressive disorder, and you're severely depressed. And I was well, I didn't try to kill myself this time. I'm finishing a bang, and it's not hitting me. I'm feeling nothing, and it sucks. Either that or I'm fucking sick. I better not be sick. My mom took my grandmom to get her second round of the vaccine yesterday, and she took my stepdad to get his first round today. My mom was able to get her first round earlier in the week, so that's good. I found out that my having PCOS is considered immunocompromised. I almost said pre-existing condition. So yeah, I guess that moves me up on a list that I don't know how to do that. I already have really bad internet, so I guess I have to get on a website and sit there and refresh. I don't know, I just felt I wasn't important, and then I should let all the other people get vaccinated first, and then I'll take the leftovers or whatever. Although I have been very cautious, knowing that I do have a really shitty immune system, and I knew why. I just didn't think it would be considered worrisome, I'm too young or something. I don't know. Basically, I kept telling myself that I didn't deserve to be like anybody's concern. God, I'm just so fucking tired. Out of order. Okay. I think this is set up so that everybody is supposed to like pull forward and someone can pull in behind them. Oh, okay, I think I can get in this one.
What can I get you?
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm alright. I placed an order online for Danielle. I'm not sure if it's ready yet.
Danielle S?
Yeah, that's me.
We're a little busy right now, so I might have you, but let me double check for you.
Okay.
Awesome, yeah, as soon as it's not ready, we'll bring it right out.
Okay, thank you so much. I had wanted to talk about how I got to see my mom, my sister, and my cousin last week. We had like a fire on my mom's patio Friday night. And my sister had COVID during the winter storm, and I don't think she fucking quarantined, dude. She told me she did. I don't think she did. She told me she didn't want to tell me while she had it because she didn't want me to worry about her. Okay. No, I think that's, she didn't want me to be a big sister and go, I fucking told you so, dude. Are you gonna take this seriously now? She didn't want to hear that. But she didn't take it seriously, and then she got sick. And then as soon as they got their power back after the storm, she went out to her friend's ranch. Her boyfriend proposed to her. They're engaged now, and then they went to like Montana or something with a big group of their friends. So, but yeah, I was like, my mom doesn't know how to like make a fire or like keep one burning. I think she thinks she just like have to have some like twigs and like newspaper, and she kept trying to put more newspaper on the fire, which just blows up real big, and then all the like the little flakes off fly away, and then you don't have a fire. And she almost like set me and my jacket on fire with all of her newspaper. So I went out to the driveway. They had a brush pile from all the broken branches from when like the branches that broke off in the winter storm. And so I'm out there like trying to bust them up with my hands, and so I'm out there in the dark trying to break these branches, and my sister is like, oh my god, I'm so excited, like you're gonna have a brother-in-law soon, and like you need to meet his brother. And I look over at and my sister is excitedly saying these things to me. She's like squatting down, like peeing in my mom's front yard. And I'm ripping up wood in the dark with like a slit cigarette in my mouth and just like bleeding hands. And in that moment I was like, yeah, nothing's changed. And there's comfort in that, you know? My mom made this really, really cool dress for my cousin. She had like taken what was left from my godmother's, my cousin's mom's, like I guess knitting yarn or whatever, and then my mom had taken several of her sweaters, clothing, and unraveled it and used all of that yarn to crochet my cousin this dress made out of her mom's clothing yarn. And it's just such a like beautiful and creative thing to do, you know. It was just really sweet. My cousin looked so beautiful in it. I stuck around late to hang out with Mom when everybody else needed to leave. And she's really, really thin right now. I'm worried about her. It's like I know she has some habits and anxieties that she has instilled in me. She asked me if she looked anorexic, and the way she said it was as if it was like if it was like a bad way to look. She's always been skinny, but like she's a little too skinny right now. She's skinnier than me. So I told her I'm worried about her, and I checked on her the next day, reminded her like, hey, try to eat enough today. She said that whenever somebody dies, she loses 10 pounds. We know a lot of dead people, and I'm the same way. I have physical manifestations of like grief. But the thing is, it's been like a year and a half now since her sister passed, and she's still not really eating. I don't know what to do about that. I mean, I guess I could start like calling and having pizza delivered to her in the evenings. I wish that it wasn't a pandemic and I could just go over there and eat with her, like take her to dinner or something. I don't know. She said that my stepdad has pointed out that like she's a little too thin and he's worried about her too, but they're not coming for me yet. Okay. I wonder what time it is. I talked to my therapist on our appointment yesterday, and I mentioned that I'm worried about my mom, and I've also talked to my therapist about like my issues with like food and weight and stuff, how it was instilled in me by my mom, and how I kind of, I don't know. But when I talked to my therapist about my concern for my mom, she was kind of like, well, so you just told her you were concerned instead of like bringing up your problem and then like using it against her. And I was like, I don't see what that would accomplish. I'm worried about my mom's physical and mental health and well-being. Even if I'm just like, listen, bitch, I got the same problem. Like, that doesn't make sense. I don't want anybody to have to suffer in ways that I do. I don't want to suffer in ways that I do. I don't know if it's just helping that I've started talking, or if like the bang is kicking in, or this kratom. But I'm feeling a little bit less blah now that I'm talking. I need to take my car to the shop tomorrow. I was supposed to get the shit with my car done a month ago. I went in, they checked me out, and I made an appointment. I'm going to pull forward a little bit so when they come out they can get to my window. So I had the appointment, right, but the storm rolled in the Friday that I was supposed to take my car in, and I was like, shit, like, I stayed home from work. It was not safe for me to drive into town, so I tried to call the joint to be like, yo, I gotta cancel my appointment, like it's 17 miles from where I live, I can't safely drive there. Well, their phone lines were knocked out from the same storm, so I'm sure they understood. But I don't want to waste anybody's time, so I did call and check the day before, and then I tried to call the morning of and let them know, but like they probably hadn't made it into work either, and I mean their phone lines were down, so I think they understood. I don't think they'd be mad at me for not showing up, but I do need to go tomorrow in person and make an appointment, because trying to make an appointment over the phone, it's just not the move with them. Like, you gotta show up in person. But yeah, I intend to go. Hopefully they can give me a little bit more oil, and then I can set an appointment to drop my car off next week during a weekday. I will arrange to have a car that I can borrow. It's a service that they offer. It's free, and I'm going to take them up on it so that I don't inconvenience anyone in my life by needing rides and not being able to drive. Oh, that's not me either. Cause yeah, last time I drove into town to deal with it, like I vlogged the adventure, but like I really was yelling and railing on my boyfriend a good bit in that video, so I didn't finish editing it or posting it because I was so mad. I was so mad. I was so fucking mad. And, you know, he was being a jerk. Like, just so fucking inconvenienced by the mere suggestion that, like, hey, I'm taking my car to get looked at. If they decide they need to keep it, would you be able to come pick me up and take me home? And he was like, you just want me to waste my entire afternoon waiting to see if maybe you need a ride home? Like, yes, dude, fuck you. We don't live in the city. There's nobody else to take me back out here. What an asshole. Maybe I should fucking finish editing that video and put it up. I don't know. I have filmed incidents of him just being a complete fucking dick, and I have uploaded them. And I'm doing that. I'm uploading them, I'm putting them private, and I'm deleting them from my phone. Because just in case I ever need it, it's there somewhere. I don't think that I will, but I'm paranoid because my boyfriend before him would do a lot of crazy shit. So I started recording it. And not even like on camera, like voice notes. Back then I was recording it on voice notes. And the reason I found out that he went through my phone the first time is that he confronted me about those voice memos and was like, how could you do this? How could you record me like that? And he had deleted them. Like, and then he continued to go through my phone when I was asleep, and I would only find out when he confronted me over weird shit, dude. Weird shit. So, I had this coworker, my ex-boyfriend. We were right here at this furniture store. Last time I talked about this boyfriend, we were here getting food. But yeah, like, he had moved to Texas. He didn't know anybody in Austin who he could, like, buy weed from. I had a coworker at the time who sold weed. So, my crazy jealous boyfriend asked me if I could try and, like, get him some weed from my coworker. So I was like, sure. And I texted the coworker, like, hey, dude, do you think I could get some weed for my boyfriend? And he didn't text me right back. He texted me back, like, late at night while we were asleep. And I don't remember what it was. Oh, no. I remember. I think I had asked him, hey, dude, can I get the weed? And when he didn't reply, I deleted the message. And when he finally did reply in the middle of the night, it was something like, yeah, for sure. And my boyfriend woke up, and he checked my phone. That's what it was. And all he saw was this message out of nowhere that said, like, yeah, for sure. It was just like some generic affirmative. And we were supposed to go out of town on vacation. So we drove to Colorado. We stayed with some friends of mine. That was an entire shit show. We did our vacation. That was an entire shit show. And I found out on one of our last days of the trip, as we were, like, got cell reception when we were coming down from a mountain, like, a message from, like, my mom that one of my aunts had died. And my boyfriend had been such a fucking prick to me the entire trip so far that I just, as we drove back into town, like, wept silently in the car in the dark. You know, I didn't want to tell him while he was still driving. So I told him when we got back to where we were staying. He got mad that I didn't tell him immediately. He got mad at me because I didn't tell him I had a death in the family soon enough. I mean, granted, it was only like an hour later. And he tried to insist, like, we're turning around, we're going back to Texas now. And I was like, there's really no point. We can go back now, or we can go back at the end of our scheduled trip. She's still going to be dead. Can we at least just enjoy the rest of this trip? And then, so we did, and when we got back to town, we went to the funeral. He came with me. And when we got back home from the funeral, he confronted me about the text message from my coworker. This is like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks later or something crazy like that. And he was like, so what the fuck was that about? And I was like, we just got home from a funeral. Are you serious? And he was like, why is he texting you stuff in the middle of the night? And I was like, he was replying to me asking him if he would sell me some weed for you. And he was like, well, why did you delete the previous message? And I was like, because you check my phone and lose your shit when I talk to anyone. Like, he didn't want me to talk to anyone. Like, when I would go to work, he would refer to my work day as, you're just out there flirting with dudes all day. And I was like, I'm not out there flirting with dudes all day. I work a retail job in customer service, so I represent the business to the public. I mean, sure, there are dudes in the public, but my job is not to just flirt with strangers all fucking day. I still have nightmares about him. About once a month. It's been almost 7 years since we broke up. I mean, but I guess that's how PTSD works, right? It doesn't go away. You just stay tormented. Love that for me. Okay, I had to check the time. It is 6:08. When I ordered this food online, just a few minutes before 5, I requested my like pickup time be 5:45, which I thought like would give them plenty of time. Like, I still needed to like stop at the gas station and then, you know, drive on down here during rush hour on a Friday. So I guess I just thought that like I had gotten here early and that's why my food wasn't ready. But I've been talking to my camera for half an hour now. I had some weird fucking audio issues in my last couple of videos. Oh, was this me? Hi.
We got slammed right before your
No,
order
it's
was
okay.
up.
Thank you so much.
Hot, salt, pepper,
Oh,
and
amazing. Thank you so much. Have a great night. So yeah, I guess I got slammed right after my order came in, and I'm sure because I placed an order, you know, like 50 minutes in advance, and then they have all these people show up in person. I'm sure they're like, all right, let's take care of all these people before we got to start worrying about this girl who's going to be here in, you know, like an hour or whatever. All right. So, I'm not going to pull a Trisha Paytas and like eat this all in the car while my eyes dart around because I'm afraid I'm going to get approached. But I'm just going to tell you what I got. All right, so I got a veggie burger, grilled onions, jalapenos on Texas toast, extra cheese, and add barbecue sauce. An order of onion rings.
Onion ring!
An order of fried okra. An order of fried French fries. Fried French fries. And then for my boyfriend, I got him the number 2 cheeseburger, no mayo, and a side of mashed potatoes.
Mashed potato!
Oh my god. They gave me so much ketchup. The mistake that I made last time was that I wanted to nibble while I was driving, but I did not arrange my entire situation so that anything was like accessible for me to eat blindly while I drive. We're correcting that. I have pulled fried okra and onion rings to the top, and I have positioned the french fries at the bottom so I can still get down into them with my wiggly little fingers. By the way, all of this food that I got, even like I tipped 25%, and even after tip, it was still less than $35, which, like, dude, that is fantastic for me. That's a lot of food. Like, my boyfriend really likes Pizza Hut. I like Pizza Hut too, except for they keep bait and switching me with their fucking advertising having that Beyond Meat shit, but then never actually having it. But my boyfriend likes it, so when I go get Pizza Hut for us, I get us 2 large pizzas, and it ends up being like $40 fucking or something. It's insane. So yeah, being able to get 4 sides and 2 sandwiches for like $30 and then tipping them, like, I love this place. I really fucking do. All right. I want to thank you for listening. I feel like forgiveness is very important, so I want you to forgive yourself for the time that you have wasted watching this video, and have a good day.